Hey guys, I wanted to come and do a 2-week homeschooling review of how our homeschooling is going so far. Um, I'm trying to see if I'm looking directly at you guys, but I'm not for sure. I have a new phone, which means a new camera, so I'm trying to figure out how it works. So um, I don't know if I'm looking directly at you guys. When I look, it looks like I'm looking this way, but okay, anyway, I wanted to share with you all how our first 2 weeks of homeschooling is going. Week one was okay. Uh, Mainly, it was getting the little one started with his routine. So we focused on that, and the focus for the big guy was to just get his sleep schedule um, in order. So he would. Our plan was to get him up, so he's up during the day, and keep him up so that he would sleep during the night. So that was our focus for week one and for week two. So with the little one, I basically stayed on track with the plan. We did the life cycle of a frogs, and all about frogs. Um, we had prayer in the morning. Our scripture verse was Genesis 1. In the beginning, Yah created the heaven and the earth. And we expounded on that every day. And I tied that into the frogs, about how Yah created the earth. And so he created animals, he created frogs, the cycle of frogs, and all of that. And we are still in Genesis 1. And we've also been talking about being creative for our character trait. Being creative is a good thing, and how we can use our gifts and talents and our creativity to help others. And it goes along with being kind and generous. And so you can use your creativity to help other people, and is being kind and generous and helpful to others. So I've been tying that along with that, and just helping the little one realize that Yah gave us gifts and abilities and the ability to be creative. And so we need to use those talents for good. Um, I didn't get, I didn't really focus too much on lessons with big guy, because the important thing was to get his sleep schedule in order. So week one, as far as getting big guy's sleep schedule in order, that went well. Me and my husband, we were very happy that the big one actually, he took to it really well. We made sure we got him up early enough in the day. Probably around 7, 8 o'clock, he was trying to fall asleep, and so we had to do our best to keep him awake. And then around 9 o'clock, we would let him fall asleep. The little one did do some review with his brother. I was telling him to tell him about the frogs, so he was telling his big brother about what he learned about the frogs, and about the scripture verse and stuff like that. And then this week, we have moved on to the T part in STEM. So last week was science, and this week was T for technology. So we were basically just building stuff. Me and the little one, we built a wooden helicopter, which for the most part it came out fine. I will eventually in an upcoming video show a picture of that or a video of that. But for the most part that went well. The metal plane, that's gonna be a work in progress. So but that's fun. I'm realizing, and I'm helping the little one realize as well, we don't have to finish these projects all in one day. They can be spaced out. We are still on Genesis 1, chapter 1, and we are continuing to add on scriptures to help us understand what Yah created every day. And I also tied in Genesis 1 with building. Again, that's us being creative and using the tools and the resources like wood that Yah created to build something. So I've been tying that in. So week 2 is going good. I'm staying on track with the little one. The plan for my big guy is at the end of this week I'll be starting frogs with him. So he'll just be a week behind his brother, but that's fine. I'm not really stressing that. And then some of the stuff that's in the STEAM acronym, my big guy won't even be doing. So that's not a problem. But I will be doing the frogs with him, and we'll be starting that up towards the end of this week. We do have a field trip coming up to the zoo, so we're excited about that. And I have a fun little activity to go along with that. I'll have to show you guys in another video. But I mentioned with the little one we're doing an interactive notebook. So we already started that with the frogs. And when we go to the zoo, I went online to my local zoo and I printed off all the animals that they have at the zoo. And so we're just going to check them off as we go. But I just thought it was neat that he'll have the picture of each animal in his notebook, and we can check them off as we go. So, and we can always come back to that as a reference. And I'm gonna take pictures and stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to really record much these last 2 weeks because my primary focus was trying to get into a routine and trying for both the boys. So the sleep schedule for the big one and just getting the little one back into the routine of we're going to be doing learning more than what we did in the summer. And it's going to be for longer. My goal for the little one is 3.5 hours on our set days, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have been doing well with that. Since we get up earlier in the morning, we can start a little earlier. We get up. Sometimes I don't like to be up before 7, but and we're not normally up before 7. Sometimes we're up around 7:30. Between 7:30 and 8, we're up, and around 8 o'clock we'll have breakfast. Me and the little one will have breakfast, and I'll let him play around for a little bit, and then at 9:30 we'll start, and we start with doing some stretching, some silly movements just to help get that energy out because he'll play all day if we let him. He will go. I mean, he goes hard. He really goes hard when it comes to playing. He is a machine when it comes to playing. The little one is. He likes to play. So we stretch, we do some silly movements. Recently, he's been into doing row, row, row your boat. So we'll sit and we'll rock back and forth and we'll sing row, row, row your boat. We'll start off slow, then medium, then fast. And then right before we get ready to get into our lessons, we take a couple of deep breaths to relax. And I've been really helping him to understand that it's important for us to learn because it makes our brain strong and it's, it builds up our character and stuff like that. So really been focusing on that aspect of learning with him, helping him to understand that learning and doing new things, it makes your brain strong and stuff like that. Because he's all, Mommy, I'm strong with his body, but it's like, yeah, you got to be strong with your mind too and build up that character. So yeah, I haven't been recording much because it was really important to get into a flow with both of them. And I think my plan for right now for recording will I'll get what I can, pictures here and there, and then probably towards the end of September, just put up a video of what we've done throughout the month. I really have to say the planning that I showed you guys in the other video has really been helpful. I am not stressed on that end at all because I already know what we're going to do. I already know where the materials are, and I just put them in our box, and that system has been working. I'm like really happy that I found a system that works for me because I can just go to it. I know what we're doing that day. The only things I have to change out is when that upcoming week comes. And then also during the week, like with his handwriting or any workbook activity that he may be doing that week, for that day that he's going to do on another day, I just put it, in the next day, I just put it in the next day. So it's not much stress on that end at all. So I just wanted to share how our first 2 weeks were going, and like I said, it's going well. So I'll see you guys all again next time. Bye.